The Unseen Warrior. The beginning. In a dusty town where dreams were often buried, a boy named Zayan was born. His family had little to offer except endless struggles. From a young age, Zayan's eyes reflected something more than survival. He wanted not just to live, but to rise. While other kids played in narrow streets, he stared at books he borrowed. He dreamed of big cities, bright lights, and opportunities. But whenever he shared his dreams, laughter followed. "Stay in your place," they said. "People like you don't succeed." Each word cut deep into his heart. He cried silently at night, but never spoke of his pain. Inside, a fire burned, whispering, "One day they will see." His small room became his world of imagination. He promised himself to break the cycle of poverty. Even if the world turned against him, he would walk forward. And so, the journey of the unseen warrior began. The struggles. Life didn't wait to test him. His first exam ended in failure, and his neighbors mocked him loudly. His father worked endless hours but still came home empty-handed. Zayan sold newspapers, carried water, and even worked at small shops. Every rupee he earned went into books and learning. Hunger became his companion, yet knowledge became his shield. People called him foolish, chasing impossible dreams. But his silence was louder than their insults. Every tear he shed became a stone in his foundation. At times, his hands shook with weakness from lack of food. Still, his mind stayed sharp, hungry not for bread, but for knowledge. Some nights he studied under a broken streetlight. Other nights he studied under the moon itself. Failure after failure came, but he refused to surrender, for he knew pain was only sharpening his spirit. The breaking point. One stormy evening, everything collapsed. He lost his small job, his books were ruined by rain, and his hope nearly died. He sat alone, questioning the sky. Why me? Why only me? The world felt cruel, merciless, and silent. But then, his mother's voice echoed in his memory. God does not test the weak. He chooses the strongest souls for the hardest battles. Those words pierced his despair like lightning. For the first time, he realized his pain had meaning. His tears dried, replaced by burning determination. If life wanted to crush him, he would rise harder. He stood in the storm, whispering, "I am not done." That night became his rebirth. His pain turned into his greatest weapon. His failures became stepping stones. From that moment, Zayan decided, "I will fight until my last breath." The turning point. Zayan began again, this time stronger. He joined free classes, volunteered for work, and learned every skill he could. Rejection still came, but he wore it like armor. Each no only prepared him for the yes that was waiting. He worked day jobs, studied at night, and taught children in the morning. His name slowly began spreading in small circles. People started noticing the boy who never gave up. Opportunities knocked, though small, but he turned them into gold. His failures became lessons others respected. The same neighbors who mocked him now spoke of his discipline. He proved that dreams were not impossible, only delayed. His fire grew brighter with each passing day. Every sacrifice brought him closer to his vision. His life became a living testimony of perseverance. He was no longer invisible, he was becoming unstoppable. The rise. After years of unseen work, Zayan's breakthrough arrived. His small project turned into a business. His ideas were no longer ignored but demanded. From the boy who once begged for respect, he became a man others followed. He faced powerful competitors but refused to bow down. Every challenge reminded him of the nights of hunger. He used his past as fuel to shape his future. Slowly, His business grew across cities. The boy with nothing now provided jobs to hundreds. His story traveled from villages to nations. He spoke to crowds who once laughed at him. People listened, not just to his success, but to his scars. For each scar carried a lesson of strength, and the unseen warrior finally rose to light. The same streets that mocked him now echoed his name. The recognition. Zayan was invited to world stages. Students cheered, leaders listened, and millions watched. He was no longer the boy of a forgotten town. He was proof that pain can create greatness. Every handshake, every award carried his silent promise. I will not forget where I came from. His speeches touched young dreamers across the world. He reminded them that failure was not the end. He spoke with raw honesty, showing his blisters and scars. He told them, "Do not run from pain, embrace it." Every word shook souls who had given up. He became not just a success, but a symbol of hope. The unseen warrior was finally seen by millions. But deep inside, he still carried the boy who cried under the stars. That boy kept him humble, grounded, and real. The legacy. Zayan built schools, scholarships, and opportunities for the poor. He created spaces where no child would study hungry. He ensured that no dreamer would be mocked like he was. His legacy was not wealth, but hope. He became a father figure to thousands. His message lived in every classroom and every student. He gave wings to children who had none. People no longer spoke of his failures. They spoke of his light, his vision, his courage. The unseen warrior became a legend, but he always told them, "I am just one of you." His humility touched more hearts than his success, for he proved that greatness was born in broken places, and legacy is built not by riches, but by lifting others. His story became a fire that would never die. The message. To everyone listening, Zayan's words remain alive. Do not quit when life tests you. Do not surrender when the world mocks you, because every failure is not your end, it is your training. Every insult is not your downfall, it is your fuel. You are stronger than you think. Your story is waiting to inspire the world. Rise after every fall. Fight after every rejection. And one day, your pain will become someone else's hope. Greatness is not given, it is earned. And you, too, have the power to become an unseen warrior. All you need is to never give up. Remember, pain ends, but legacy lasts forever.